Hey, my name's Yessie, and if you're finding this, congrats. You're now a part of Cottage Labs, and I'll tell you what it's about. I'm a Canadian, as you can kind of tell. That was not planned. This is just literally how I dress. It's actually like 25 degrees out. I'm a little bit insane. But yeah, so Cottage Labs is an idea of mine that stems from some really big realizations in my life. I realized that my life was not headed on the path that I wanted to be on. About a decade ago, a little bit more, I was actually vlogging and filming and putting my life on YouTube, and I didn't do it to become famous. I didn't do it to grow my channel and be able to make revenue. I did it because I loved it. I love videography. I love documentary style, being able to hear the opinions and thoughts of people. And I really just love what film brings, which is life. It brings a semblance of life and the ability to share your life and your experiences with others. And I think that is just magical. I think lately we've kind of gone the wrong way on it. Now it's all about feeding people hateful content so that they go against each other, and it's about the algorithm and making sure you maximize it, and it's all about ad revenue. And my life was basically headed in the wrong direction. I was laid off from work. I was working in the corporate world in product development, which I loved. I loved the challenges of working in product, and I was good at it. But man, did business culture not agree with me. The way that management treats its employees and the upper management treats the management, and really just the cycle down, I just couldn't accept it. I couldn't ignore it. And the people around me know me as someone who couldn't. I have no problem sharing my opinion of it, and I have no problem being educated on it. I'm more than welcome people to explain why I'm wrong on something, but show me. And I'm willing to change my opinion. But the way business and corporate work is happening in Canada, and that's my only experience. I've never worked in the US or anywhere else. Yeah, I don't think my opinion on that one's gonna change. I'll try if someone has proof, but I'll tell you where it comes from. I realized that something was missing from my life, and I think what that is simplicity. I realized everything was getting too complicated. My job was complicated in the ways it didn't need to be. It was all politics. My home that I worked really hard to afford and move into has become more of a concern just due to the cost of property tax rising and utilities now seemingly having no limit and just being able to go up. I have still no idea how I paid $400 for all of my utilities in, I think it was March. I didn't even think I had the heater on that much, like the furnace. They can just charge whatever they want. The people around me were stressed out. My partner was struggling with her job. My friends were struggling with their own employment and their own identity at work and what it means that they put into their work and what they're building towards. And social media was just taking up my life. I always kind of prided myself on not being that person that was constantly just scrolling through content, but I found myself doing it to escape reality. YouTube Shorts, funny enough. And I don't know if anyone else has done this, but you like doing dishes and you just have a YouTube short on, and it's, I don't know, it's like Tom Segura, some comedy thing. It's funny. And then you start washing a dish and you just leave it on and you hear the same clip over and over. I was literally going insane, and it was my own doing. And so all these things kind of sort of came to a head when I was laid off. And all of a sudden, that distraction in my life that paid for the ever-increasing complexity of my life, it ended. And it ended quick. I didn't see it coming. I always knew I'd be one of the first ones, being a outspoken individual of human rights, but I didn't see it coming that quick. And all of a sudden, I was sitting around with nothing to do, copious amounts of stress, some of it in reality, some of it not, some of it future focused, some of it short term. And I had time to think for the first time in a long time. And that's what I did. I filmed this intro probably 40 times. I have many different versions, but they all have the same message. But I am at very different stages of that journey in each of them. So that'll be cool to watch at some point. But now, things have gotten to a point where I think we're back to being a little stable, and I sort of know what comes next. There's things I definitely don't, but I feel confident enough to sort of sit here and quickly just pull the file off this camera and put it online and say, this is what I'm doing. So, what is Cottage Labs? Cottage Labs is an idea that I've had for a long time. To take the things that I love most, videography, filmography, documentary style videography, my love for business in a way, not necessarily corporate and political business, but just the challenges that business brings. My love of experimentation of new things, which I'm calling labs in this, and bring it all together into a community-focused platform that is really just for me. If others want to watch and take part in it, I welcome it. I'd love to hear your stories. I'd love to know what challenges you have, and maybe I have some wisdom to share, and more importantly, maybe you have some wisdom to share that I could use, and selfishly, that'd be really cool. But I'm gonna basically go on this journey of simplicity, and I want to record it. I loved when I filmed. I actually really loved filming my life for a year, and it was awkward at first, you know, holding the camera out and doing it in like a Walmart. It was new, but something about that period in my life, and not the fact that I was younger and in university, but something about that really struck me as a moment when I felt very grounded with who I was. So that's what this is. I'm going to film my life again. Maybe not every day, maybe throughout the week, and then like a video every week is kind of my goal. Sometimes I might not make that goal, but I'm definitely not going to let it go for too long. Might take 2 weeks sometimes, but I'm going to do this for me, to hold myself accountable to something that I love, to explore the world in a way that kind of forces me to go out and look at things differently. You can just walk into a forest and appreciate it, but when you want to walk into a forest and find the thing that you think is the most beautiful in it, so that you can put the camera down, I don't even have to be in it, and just hit the button and record it and share it, you walk in with a different intention. Sometimes going in with no intention is the right way, but I personally find it very motivational and very opening to my mind that I go in with this goal and I look at things differently. I hope that makes sense. It does in my head. So we'll see if it makes sense, if people do watch this, but that's essentially what I want to do. The videos are going to be kind of a mix of things. It'll be my journey towards simplicity and the things that I'm learning. It'll be my adventures that I have moving to an entirely new place, and I'll get into that in a second, but it'll be about how I build my identity as a young adult. I think I can still say young adult. And grow my future with my partner and share that with the world as I grow old, as long as I'm still having fun doing it. Share what that looks like and hopefully help people along the way. The business side, I've already started doing something that is really cool and in line with that, and I'm excited to share what that is. But for now, I just want to welcome anyone who watches this to this adventure of mine. If you don't like this, and honestly, cool. Don't leave hateful comments. If you do, you just kind of suck. And you can be better than that. If you do love it, let me know. Or don't. Just enjoy it. I don't really care. It's really just about hopefully putting something good into the world. And if you learn something from it, more importantly, if I learn something from it, bonus. So I hope you bring your best self to your day. I hope you bring your best self to everyone around you. And I hope you really take a moment to just appreciate the world, because there's a lot of dark things on the internet. There's a lot of bad media, bad news. Every day you can find a reason to be a little upset at the world. I hope to give you a reason why to be a little bit less upset at the world. So, welcome to Cottage Labs. I hope you stay. And if you don't, I hope you have a good journey. See ya.